verse number 352 onwards, please. Itham vipaschi sadasad vibhajya Nishchitya tattvam nijabodha drushtya Gyantva swamatmanamakhanda-bodham Tebhyo vimukta swayameva samyati Ajnana hrudaya granthe Nishesha vilayastadam Samadhina vikalpena Yada dvaitatmadarshanam. Right. Very clearly now Shankara describes about the understanding of one's own self. Very clear, conspicuous understanding of one's own self, where the person is aware of himself at all times, all places, all conditions. The line he says, Vipaschit, the discriminative individual, Sad Asad Vibhajya, having seen what is that is Sat, never changing, Asat, which is continuously pratikshana anyatha bhava, which is continuously changing. All that is continuously changing are the roles that you play. That which is ever changeless is you are, that is your nature. That is why comes the meditation. Being with yourself, very clearly you perceive what is that something in me which remains ever the same. The world around continuously changing. The kingfisher now produces the noise, gone. The other bird is coming up, now suddenly it's coming up. Every moment, new sounds, new perceptions. Your physical body which comes here, even when you are sitting down, continuously growing. 1 hour after, when we disperse, it will be different body altogether. That is why one moment suddenly you fall down and faint, or somebody has a heart condition that is continuously working, suddenly drops. So, changes are continuously taking place. Your sense organs aging. Thoughts, of course, continuously changing. And that the thoughts are continuously changing can be known only in reference to a changeless substratum. Because the road is steady, never moves, you can know vehicles are moving. How many people remember the steady, immobile road while looking at the continuously moving vehicles? How many people remember the ever immobile, all-pervasive space, while looking at the fast-moving aeroplanes, satellites, even the birds and clouds? Nobody. That easy if you can switch your vision, the understanding of yourself, the changing thoughts are happening within the changeless awareness, in relation to which everything is changing, and that Sat indeed is myself. Nischitya. Sing it for yourself, being with yourself. Atmanam akhanda bodham. And this is indivisible, uninterrupted awareness. There is no division, no interruption. But continuously you are being aware of yourself. Tebhyo vimuktaha. And then all other things are continuously changing. Tebhyo vimuktaha. Free from those changing things. Free from changing means not that changing world, body, mind were binding me. I was identifying with them and I felt bound. Now I no more identify, no more I feel bound. I am with myself. Iti swayameva shamyadi. Thus the I which was identifying itself with everything withdraws its identity. There is no need to negate a sense object, no need to negate a body, negate a sense organ, negate your thoughts. You withdraw and take the final plunge into the meaning of yourself. Aham pada pratyaya lakshana. The meaning of the word I, pratyaya, the meaning of the thought I, lakshyartha, implied meaning. Thus, being yourself, you are free. And that you must maintain all the time. When I say you must maintain, understand. To be very conscious, that is why even during the whole day of activities, suddenly sometimes stopping all the activities and looking at yourself. Or am I? Because if you are not that conscious, unconsciously you may get dragged into the thought processes. It is just like in the betel nut garden, the tall trees are there. The one who is harvesting the betel nut goes up, bends down, bends down, bends down, and then picks up the betel nut. 7 o'clock it goes up, 12 o'clock it comes down after half a kilometer. From tree to tree it goes down, goes up, never touches the ground. Most human beings live like that. From thought to thought, they jump, jump, jump. Never see the ground. That is why at the end of the day you are exhausted, tired, totally feel drained out, stressed out. There is no rest. Jumping, 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 jumping. Just like the example you remember, by mistake, when the ball, the rubber ball, kilikanduga, rubber ball falls from the hands of the, slips from the hands of the child, it goes from step, 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 goes away. Like that, one thought, next thought, next thought, next thought, now you are angry, jealous, upset. Instead of allowing yourself to jump from thought to thought, now you are on this step of consciousness. You are the step. You are the road of consciousness on which the thoughts move. When you see it all times, all places, all conditions, Ajnana Hrudaya Ganthe Nishesha Vilayastada Samadhina Avikalpena Yada Advaita Atmadarshanam. Avikalpena Samadhina Advaita Atmadarshanam. You see yourself and consciously abide in yourself in the Avikalpa Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. You be with yourself. As a result, thoughts effortlessly disappear. As long as I, as the meditator, sitting down to push around the thoughts, that long the thoughts will be pouring in. Because the I has assumed the role of a vigilante, like a person who is trying to bar the entry of every thought. So instead of meditating, it is now continuously, instead of being the meditation, it is now continuously waiting to remove the thoughts. It is like, instead of being with the silence, you have assumed a job to quieten down everybody. So your attention is what sound is coming, not so much silence is there. It's an unconscious role you take. Are you getting that? It's very, very subtle. There is so much of silence. In fact, certain sounds enhance the silence. Look at the sounds, listen to the sounds of the birds. Are they disturbing the silence? So beautiful. The frogs croaking in the night enhance the darkness, depth of darkness of the night. The sounds of the jungle makes it so exciting. But when you sit down, assuming the role of a person who is going to remove the sound to enjoy the silence, now you are continuously waiting for the sounds to come so you can remove it. So much of silence is already waiting. Same thing, being one with your consciousness. Instead of being in meditation, you assume the role of a meditator and goes on commenting, oh, now this thought is coming, these thoughts are also coming. Only thoughts are coming. There is so much of silence. And does it matter if thoughts come? But that is how we have been brainwashed to believe. A thought is a distraction. A thought is not a distraction until you act on the thought. Are you getting that point? Until you act on the thought, is it a distraction? Until you react to somebody's speech or somebody's action, it doesn't mean anything to you. Please, very consciously, you are abiding in yourself. Thus, in that stage, Advaita Atmadarshanam, being you see yourself as you are, and thereby Ajnana Hrudaya Granthe Nishesha Vilayas Tada. Tada, that time, Ajnana Hrudaya Granthe Nishesha Vilaya. Hrudaya Granthi in Sanskrit is a good word. Nut of the heart, K-N-O-T. The nut of the heart. Avidya, Hrudaya Granthi is what? Avidya, Kama, Karma. These three things make the nut of the heart. Avidya, ignorance. Kama, desire. Karma, action. ignorant person is affected by these three things. Because of the ignorance of yourself, not knowing that I am the happiness, I am the bliss. Next thing is kama, desire comes up. Because since your nature is happiness, you cannot resist returning to the source. You cannot accept unhappiness, cannot accept mortality, cannot accept misery. You cannot accept misery, you cannot accept mortality. Therefore, kama, desire comes up. You want to be immortal, you want to be happy. And when this desire comes up, meaning you convert every thought to a desire, action is inevitable, karma. Tasmat karma phala. When the action is there, result also inevitable. Thus, avidya kama karma, avidya kama karma. You cannot escape from this cycle. That is why when you become a brahmachari, traditionally, after some time, they initiate you into brahmacharya. That time, they give you 3 threads. They ask you to put 3 threads. There are 3 threads with a knot. The 3 threads with a knot. Whenever you come to the study of the scripture, that is why there is no caste. Whoever study the scripture, initiated to brahmachari, you are given the thread. That symbolizes avidya kama karma. You continuously remember that I have this load. I have come here to cut the knot. Because of ignorance, there is desire. With desire, there is action. With action, there is karma phala. Result of the action, I suffer. The day you understand the truth, you are convinced, your teacher is convinced. If you want to take sannyas, the day of sannyas, they cut that thread. Symbolically, your avidya kama karma is gone. So no more you do any ritual. No more you do any karma. That knot is thrown and thrown. But suppose after the brahmachari, instead of going straight to sannyas, you want to get married, you add another 3. Because you are taking 3 responsibilities, more responsibility. So symbolically, 6 strands will be put. These are all beautiful symbols. Unfortunately, it is fossilized and has created a caste system. Anybody who studies the scripture, he should go into the study. The most beautiful part of it is in Kerala it has started now. There are few very progressive, I must say really great. There are some Nambudris, they themselves have taken upon themselves to teach it to anybody, including women, how to become a priest, how to do puja, how to do ritual. Everywhere it should start like that, so that the tradition is kept up. Tradition is not to confine all these things to one particular caste. You open it for everybody. Just like whoever knows engineering, engineer. Whoever knows mathematics, mathematician. Whoever sings music is musician. So whoever knows puja is a priest. Priests don't know puja. Those who do the puja are the priests. Drivers don't know driving. Those who know driving, they are drivers. Have you seen a driver as a caste? Driver is not a caste. Engineer, have you seen a caste? Why? Because those things didn't exist. So in the division of labor, are you getting that? In division of labor, those castes did not exist. Lawyer, engineer, accountant, that caste doesn't exist. Managing directors, professors, They are not a caste because professions are not there. Whatever profession was there in an agrarian economy, that has become a caste. Mali, flower gardener, then somebody cowherd, somebody pot maker, somebody ironsmith, somebody worship, priest. Whatever activities those days are there, they are now fossilized into a system, caste system. The new professions, what caste it is? So those people are new professionals. They don't care for this old system. They don't fall into that category. But you force them back into that. Your father was a drummer, so even if you are an engineer, you are the son of a drummer. What nonsense. Are you getting that? How unfortunate it is. Just because your father was a coward, therefore even though you are now top banker of the top bank, but you are the son of a coward. What nonsense. Do you understand that situation? So that is why when this system, people try to keep it alive in the name of orthodoxy, they are the stupidest brains in the world. See, I am now a scientist, and scientist is not a caste. But you still tell me that my father was the one who was a blacksmith. Right? The son of an ordinary blacksmith has become a scientist. So, that still continues a blacksmith scientist. Huh? How unfortunate. And by chance, the priest's son is a rogue. The priest's son has become a rogue. Still he is respected because he is priest's son. Huh? What nonsense. The fellow is taking drugs, but he is the prince, Kshatriya. He is a Kshatriya, king's son. You must be nuts. The earlier this misunderstood system dies, better it is. You can never escape the divisions as such, because that is how it will be. It is required. Rich, poor, today, other caste system, nobody cares. But in rich man's club, poor man is not allowed. In millionaire's club, can you get in? That is another caste system. Gazetted officer, non-gazetted officer. Party, Congress party, this party, Socialist party, Republicans, Democrats, another caste system. I am the follower of it, I am a Democrat, I am a Republican, I am a Congress, BJP, BJD, DMK. What are they? We don't believe in caste system, but you are ADMK, I am DMK. Oh, I see. So sweet. I mean, it is so subtle, that what you are trying to demolish, you become the perpetrator of that. Like a person who was always dismissing gurus. So he became the gurus of the guruless people. You dismiss all the beliefs. So he become the person who starts promoting disbelief as a belief. How glorious. Please think of it. Think of it. There is no caste. So, 6 strands were given. When you are as a symbol, as a brahmachari, 3. That you know, remember that I must get out of this knot of the heart. Having seen it, you take the extra responsibility. Sannyas, you cut it off. Symbol. So all the time being aware of yourself. Being religious, being an awakened person, studying the scripture is not a profession. It's not some type of an occupation for some time. That is your being. All the time you are with yourself. Roles are specialized. Certain occasion you take it. Are you getting that? Sometimes you swim. Sometimes you run. Sometimes you walk. But all the time the body is you. Are you getting that? All the time you are the body. But sometimes the body is running. Sometimes body is sitting down. Somebody is swimming. Sometimes mountaineering. Sometimes driving. In all these action, body is one. Now, further, body is child, body is old, body is young, body is healthy, body is diseased. I is one. Sometimes I is with that thought, I is with this thought, I is with this thought. But what it is not even the I thought. Aham pada gochara, the meaning of the word I, yourself. So, which roles you should play? Gross, subtle. Every type of roles you play. Your every thought is a role, body is a role, creation is beautiful. Okay? You understand? So this avidya kama karma goes away. No more ignorant of yourself, therefore desires you don't create. You desire for desire sake, no problem. But no more desire for happiness sake. Thought for thought sake. Action for action sake. No more for happiness sake. I am happy, blissful with myself. But I continue to function in life for my own. Having told this, he goes, Tamahamidi mitiham kalpana buddhi doshat prabhavati paramatmani advaye nirvisheshe pravilasati samadhau asya sarvo vikalpaha vilayanamupagachet vastu tattva vadrutya tvamahamidamiti yam kalpana buddhi doshat prabhavati paramatmani advaye nirvisheshe pravilasati samadhau asya sarvo vikalpaha vilasati vilayanamupagachet vastu tattva vadrutya. Beautiful. You must have, while writing this, imagine what type of creativity, huh? That's what I wonder. What type of mind which has created it? To have an idea itself is so precious. And to put it into such beautiful verses, what creativity! What creativity! Wow. That is why, if you have little scholarship, makes it very beautiful. Wisdom, very nice. With scholarship, you know how to put it. See, there are books now, you see in the market, syndicates writing articles. You must have seen the old sports people, those who at one time good players, cricket or hockey or football. They have got syndicated column written by those top players. That person is writing. John McEnroe writing. Then, suppose Kapil Dev writing. But Kapil Dev doesn't know English. Not much. He has a little bit 10th standard or whatever, little English, not much. Good player, best player. But in his name, there is a syndicate. And they write. And then what do you see? Oh, what write-up. There are books where the authors don't know what to write, but there is a syndicated column. They edit it so well, it becomes a bookseller, bestseller. Now here, suppose we are giving the best ideas, but you are putting it in such a clumsy way, in a sense, suppose it's not put in a nice way, nobody will look at it. Why? Because it's not presentable. It's like 5-star hotels when you go, ordinary flowers, they would have presented it as the best interior decoration. You have the most beautiful flower, nobody looks at it. Because it's one flower here, one flower there. Interior decoration. What is interior decoration? Ordinary things you take, but place it in such a way that looks most luxurious apartment. You have all the luxury goods, but it's useless. I had gone to so many museums. So you must have yourself also gone museums. Few things are here and there. In Orissa, I went to Lalitgiri, Ratnagiri, Lalitgiri. By chance, sometimes when you go to Orissa, one day you should go there. You cannot believe. In a room, 100 feet by 50 feet, you have the most precious history piled one on the other. Hundreds of Buddha statues, hundreds of faces, doors, stone called sculptures, hundreds of them. But how they are kept? One on the top of the other. One head is there, one tail is there, one big Buddha is there, around it so many things are lying down. You can create a multi-million-dollar building where put in a huge hall just one statue. And you can have the best museum in the world, people will come and throng and they will look for it. But how they have put? The precious history piled on one on the other. So who goes there? Bunch of stone. One. It's just a bunch of stones. Nothing more than that. Knowledge you have, presentability, that presentation. Shankara, amazing dimensions. What a brain, like Kalidasa. Same Varsha Rutu. Varsha, you see the rain. How many people can write Megaduta? What type of mind? What type of mind? What type of creativity? That comes out of real scholarship and contemplation. Anyway, he so beautifully says, Tvam aham idamitiyam kalpana buddhi dosat. See the statement. Tvam aham idamiti yam kalpana buddhi dosat. Because of your buddhi dosha, limitation of your thinking, you see this dimension. Tvam, you. Aham, I. Idam, this. All in reference to individuality, the I. When the I says, this is me, I, naturally you are referred to as you. Right or wrong? If I am not there, can you exist? Think. Without the I, can the you exist? Acha. When I say I, then you are you. When you say I, what does this become? You. So this is I or you? We both come together, he. Now when you both come together, this becomes he. We both come together, you become he. So are you I or you or he? Aham, tvam, sa. First person, second person, third person. Which one you are? You are neither first, nor second, nor third. Absolute. Only in reference to I, aham, then it becomes not only you, idam, I, this. I, the body, this is the flower. I, the mind, body is this body. What do you say? I don't know my body. This body is really terrible, you know. This thought, oh, this mind. So, who is the I? When you say this mind, are you getting that? In relation to what you are telling this? Yourself. In which Atma, Chetana, consciousness, neither aham, nor tvam, nor idam, nor I, you or this, nothing. Buddhi dosha, play of the mind. So therefore I shall not say I, you, he. Hey, don't say. You play the role. Play the role I, you, he. Use that word I, use that word you, use that word he, use that word this. But in that, do not accept the division. Understand the oneness of the being. Who I am, who you are, who that is, everything one and the same. But from the standpoint of the body, I, you, he, all this continues. Prabhavati paramatmani advaye nirvisheshe. Advaye, in the non-dual, nirvisheshe, where there is no vishesha, there is no speciality of any kind, where there is no reference to any other thing. Prabhavati, these divisions come up. The moment I comes up, you, he comes up. Just like direction. Which side is this? My hand I show, my left hand I show and say, which side is this? What shall you say? Now you are shut. Why? Because you now know, catching. Why? Because for me it is left side, for you, right side. One who is looking that way, back side. One is looking this way, front side. So it is left side, right side, front side, back side. Only in relation to you. Suppose I say, oh, this is my left. Oh, this is my left. So this body now goes there. This becomes right. When the point of reference changes, sides also change. So where are the sides? In your brain. That is why if you get stuck on the sides, you are dead. A huge ocean liner floats on one side, sinks in the ocean. Coconut, on which side it floats? All sides. No ocean can drown it. When you have a side, you have a personality angle, individuality, you drown. Don't mean this, don't mean that. Why? Because you are looking at yourself in reference to body. He told me I am fat. He told me I am a stick. You are looking at it. If you look at yourself, I am the absolute. Body, fat also. Thin also, yes. Stupid, that also. Smart, that also. Whatever, whoever says, yes. Nothing sticks to you. Are you getting that point? Nothing sticks to you. When people throw something, it doesn't stick to you because you give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. When they say you are fat, you give it to your body. When they say you are thin, you give it to your body. When they say you are smart, you give it to your mind. When they say you are stupid, you give it to your mind. Who you are, nobody can talk about it. No point of reference. When I was taking this book in Ramakrishna's house, In that house we are taking Vivekachudamani long back, 10, 15 years back. So many people are coming. That was a class, he was in boat club, big job. And we are staying, I was taking classes. All the ladies were coming mostly. 2, 3, because that 11 to 12. So one example I gave which ladies can understand very easily. Anybody will understand, but more for the ladies. Because most of the ladies are go for shopping. Most of them love shopping. Why? Because some out of necessity, some out of pastime. Naturally. 24 hours you can sit down at home. And you have to go somewhere, whatever home needs, you bring it out. So naturally, don't say ladies are all shopping. Oh, who else will do? Whoever is at home has to do that. Anyway, sometimes when people retire, men go shopping. Anyway, so I told them, when you go to the market, you come back. You go for, oh, please sit in the car. Swamiji, you need not worry. I'll just come. Poor thing that I am. Okay. Alright, I am seated in the car because he doesn't want to inconvenience me. So I sit in the car. 5 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes afterwards. Not one thing. The fellow comes with the 2 baggage and running. Why? Because he has made me sit down for a long time. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I should be happy. So many things. What happens? Goes for one thing. Oh, that one. Oh, that one. Oh, I forgot that one also. So when you see things, you remember what all you think you should have. So by the time you come out, there are 2 massive bags. Dump it. We go home. What do? You bring it and put it on your dining table. Usually that is a space you put it, but a big space is there. The next thing you do is have a little drink. Then you go up, start putting where everything should be put. Milk in the milk, grocery in the grocery, toilet thing in the toilet, bedroom thing in the bedroom. Suddenly, 50 things you brought, not visible anymore. Why? They have gone to their places. Same thing. When people are giving you gift, you have not gone shopping, but they give you gift. Hey, fat, pumpkin, you stick, stupid. They are giving you gift. What do? Put the gift in, like marriage you get a lot of gifts. What do? Wherever, whatever, pressure cooker in the kitchen, books in the bookstore, library, pen in the table, car in the garage, whatever where is to be kept, you keep it. Suddenly everything is gone. So people are giving you so many, you know where to put what. After that what happens? Absolutely free. This is what he says. No problem. Aham, idam, tvam, he. Point of reference is not there. So left, right, nothing goes. When you are with yourself, thereafter, nothing touches you. Pravilasati samadho asya sarvo vikalpa samadho pravilasati. When in samadhi, being with yourself, this ahankar, this I, complete buddhi, disappears. In a sense, you are with yourself, so everything disappears. And that time, Vilayanam upagachet vastu tattva avadhrutya. Vastu tattva avadhrutya, because you are one with the Atma Vastu, Vilayanam upagachet, everything dissolves. Without the reference to I, there is no you, he, this, that. Without the reference to I, there is no dragging or creating any identity. Thus, happy with yourself. This is mukti, liberated, free with yourself. Then, knowing thus, there is no direction. It's a directionless existence. You create your direction. You know in space there is no left, right. There is no absolute left, absolute right. There is no east, west, south, north. But for your vyavahara, you make east, west, south, north. Or else, when you are directionless in a sea, what happens to you? Lost. You can say directionlessness is wisdom. But in the sea, directionlessness is you are lost. Oh, I am directionless, no reference. But in the forest, you don't know how to get out of it. Same how the pure people are theoretician. Oh, there is no aham, idam, nothing is there, consciousness, only one reality. The person doesn't know how to function in life. Become totally mad, nuts. Know the directionless as the truth, but use the directionless directions for living. Directionlessness is the truth. There is no directions. But use the direction for travel, living, being with, celebrating the very living existence itself. Having told this, further he says, Santo Dante Paramuparate Kshanti Yukta Samadhim Kuruvan Nityam Kalayati Yati Swasya Sarvatma Bhavam Tena Vidyati Mirajanitan Sadhu Dagdhva Vikalpan Brahma Krutya Nivasati Sukham Niskriyo Nirvikalpa Shanto Danta Paramuparataha Kshanti Yukta Samadhim Kuruvan Nityam Kalayati Yatihi Swasya Sarvatma Bhavam Tena Vidyati Mirajanitan Sadhu Dagdhva Vikalpan Brahma Krutya Nivasati Sukham Nishkriyo Nirvikalpaha. So this is the fulfillment of the knowledge. When you are one with yourself, Shanto Danta Paramuparataha Kshanti Yuktaha Samadhim Nityam Kuruvan Yatihi Swasya Sarvatma Bhavam Kalayati. Yatihi Yatna Silavan, one who is thus consciously striving to be with himself. What does he do? Shanto Bhutva Shamayukta. Mind beautiful. No more wrong perceptions, false obsessions with any object or idea. Param uparataha, withdrawn from everything. Kshanti yuktaha, kshama yuktaha. No more angry with anybody or anything. Samadhim kuruvanne. So, being with samadhi all the time. no anger, no hatred, no jealousy, no nothing, no fear, no anxiety. Always blissful. Sarvatma bhavam yatihi kalayati. The person revels in Sarvatma bhava. Consciousness here, there, everywhere. Aham, tvam, idam, I, you, this, that, he, she. These are divisions, functional divisions at the level of the mind. But in reality, who I am, who everybody is, in that, aham, tvam, sa, I, you, he. First person, second person, third person, all are resolved. Are you aham, tvam or sa? Are you I or you or he? Depends on standpoints. From the absolute standpoint, no I, no you, no he. Everybody is same. Are you getting that? Sarvam khalu idam brahma atma iti sarvatma bhavam. When you do that, tena avidya timiricha janitan vikalpan sadhu dagdhva. Very well, thus burning down avidya timiricha janitan vikalpan. These dualities born out of the darkness of ignorance, which previously you were taking to be real. Sadhu dagdhva. Sadhu means very well. Burning them down. All the divisions. Brahma krutya nivasati. You abide, shine. Brahma krutya as Brahman. One absolute existence. Sukham nishkriyo nirvikalpa nivasati. Sukham. Happily. One with happiness, nishkriyaha, no movement, no action of any kind, nirvikalpa, no vikalpa of any kind, the person abides. Thus begins your life thereafter, backed by absolute understanding. Not that this is how the person remains all this time. No, he is always aware of himself, but activities thereafter continues. Are you getting that? In the stage of ignorance, listen, in the stage of ignorance, you were very busy with a limited identity. Now you make yourself limitless, see yourself as the happiness, bliss, limitlessness. Then continue to play your roles like an actor. No more forgetting himself. Continue to play the role in life. Okay? That is why this is not whole life you are continuously struggling to be yourself. Be yourself, continue to live. Theoretical study is what? As I told you, out of context. Instead of being with himself, now you are the person who is busy in the office or somewhere, come, 5 days course, 2 days course, you must always remember Brahman. Whom are you talking? Poor thing, can he handle? That is why it becomes so ridiculous when you shall see there are people who are studies like sadhu, brahmachari. Years and years and years they study, they don't change. But they go to the village or go to the town, the people are attending 2 classes or 2-3 lectures. Then they insist, you must change. How come you have not changed? For years of study, you have not changed. In 2 classes, you insist that they must change. What nonsense. Yes, a person can change in 2 classes also. Like this morning I was telling you. You see the possibility. Depends on the teacher and the teaching. If the teacher understands what he is teaching, and in his life, if the teaching is being reflected, then the other person shall see the possibility. Hey, if that fellow can do it, why can't I? But suppose you see contradictions all the time. The teacher talks about happiness, himself miserable. Talks about calmness, oneness, explodes like what is that? Explodes like a volcano and restless like a typhoon. You should be very calm. What did you do? That's true. Very much. Very much. Thank you, sir. Who do you cheat? Who do you think will understand this? Never carry on the past, but always refer every drop of the heart. Naturally, therefore, nobody believes in it. It's like the Surgeon General says, cigarette smoking is dangerous for health, with a cigarette in hand. With a cigarette in hand, the Surgeon General says, you should not smoke. Who believes? Who bothers? Anyway, so please appreciate. Brahma krutya nivasati sukham niskriyo nirvikalpa. Thus abides in himself. Then living begins. You understand this? Then in your living, this knowledge, this understanding is continuously reflected. That is how it is. Nirvikalpa samahitaye pravilapya vayam Shrotradicheta swamaham chidatmani Saeva mukta tayeva mukta bhavapasa vandhi Nanye tu paroksha katha vidayine Samahitaye pravilapya vayam Srotradicheta swamaham chidatmani Taeva mukta bhavapasha bandhi Nanye tu paroksha katha vidayine. We'll see this tomorrow. Very beautiful verse. Samahitaye pravilapya vayam Srotradi cheta swamaham chidatmani Ye Bahyam Srotradi chetaha swam aham Chidatmani pravilapya Teva Bhavavandapasaihi mukta Taeva ta means te. Those are the people who are mukta. They are liberated. Who? Those who have done this Chidatmani in pure consciousness. Tvam aham, this idea of I, you, resolved. Bahya, srotram, chakshu, sparsha, seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling, all these perceptions by pravilapya, everything resolved. Samahita, resolved in that, in yourself, there is nothing anymore distracts you. They are mukta, liberation. Natu paroksha katha vidayana, nor the people who are simply talking about it. Brahmo iti sabdanno brahmi bhavitum arhati. Just by telling I am Brahman, you are not going to be Brahman. Just like a person, says, I am free, I am free. Have you seen a parrot repeating? I am free, I am free. Inside the cage. But the parrot, somebody has taught the language to the parrot. Continuously repeating, I am free, I am free, I am free. The parrot is repeating, I am free. Inside the cage, the parrot repeating, I am free. How do you like it? Inside the cage of a body and mind, the individuality is repeating, I am free. Yes, very much. How long? Until somebody denies. Somebody says, no, you are not free. How can you say I am not free? Why are you getting angry if somebody doesn't accept your freedom? If I am free, I am free. My freedom does not depend upon your acceptance. Then why are you getting angry? You understand? We'll see more of it tomorrow. Okay? Morning, enjoy yourself. One class, okay? You don't have 100 classes. Ishvara, Ishvara, Ishvara. As they say, one rice from the whole pot. You don't have to press every rice, whether the rice is done or not. You don't have to listen 100 classes. One good one. Enough. After that is only repetition. Close your eyes.